So I wanted to say thank you for finally saying yes to doing a relationship series with me. But before we're going to do the relationship series, and this is going to be uncut version, there's nothing. So, I mean, I'm asking you a question, you're going to answer it.
All right.
But before I ask you a question, I wanted to say we've been together for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I can boldly say it, that you are better friend that you ever been. Like, you are my best friend. I never really understood what best friend is until finally maybe last 5 years when we started to figuring our life together. And I love you. I thought the love, when we fall in love, I thought that's the real love. That's like, oh my gosh, I love her so much unto death.
Yeah.
But I feel like the more we grow older, we understand that's the real love.
Yeah. The relationship part of it.
The relationship, and when you're figuring out the relationship part of it.
Yeah.
All right. So, but before you boldly, me and you step on the stage and talk about relationship.
Yeah.
Now, here's a couple of questions that I need to set it straight with you.
Okay. All right.
Number one, you ready?
No. Okay.
The first question is, was there a time in our 20 years that you thought to yourself, I stopped loving you?
You stopped loving me?
Yes.
Not completely like stop, but was like, hey, has our relationship kind of changed? Or yeah, I guess at a point, yeah. I guess
So,
when
oh
we
my
were...
gosh, so you actually thought that I stopped loving you. Be bold,
Not-
that's
not-
okay.
Not like, I can't totally say like, yes. Excuse me.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I see. Stop lying.
Okay,
Stop
okay.
covering up. Look at that. God is drying up your throat.
No. So
Let me drink some water.
maybe, no, I don't think I completely felt that was like totally, but there was a time maybe that I would say I doubted. I never actually made the decision to feel that way. So yeah,
Wow.
doubt.
I never asked you that question. Huh? So you actually thought that in some ways I stopped loving you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
go
All
ahead.
right.
Shoot it at me.
All right. So we are at our 20 years.
Uh-huh.
And so are you still happy that you made the decision to get married so young? Because we were 19 and 16. So was there, I guess, a moment in your life you're like, man, I should have just like lived my life first and then got married?
Should I lie a little bit?
No, we have to tell the truth.
Okay. With my whole heart, there was snippets when we were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I should have just, but no. Wholeheartedly, no.
Yeah.
No. Our kids, I'm 39. You're 35.
You can't tell people
It's
that.
okay. It's okay. And our kids are all teenagers. I mean, 19, 16, and 13. No, I wouldn't want to raise teenagers when I'm 50, 60, 70. No, no.
Yeah.
We've traveled the world with you. We've done everything. No, the answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
In times of fighting, yes.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, the past 20 years, no. I love you to death. I wouldn't be the man I am today if it wasn't for you.
Good job.
All right, question for you. Was there a time that you thought to yourself, if Yuri would only be like this guy, then my marriage would be better?
Yes, I can totally. I'm not gonna lie, but that's, I guess also.
Who's the guy?
I don't have a guy.
You said yes.
but
Who's the guy?
No.
Who do I need to beat up?
It's
Who's the
not
guy?
it's not that. I think you tend to, or I would, any person would tend to look at the greener grass on the other side. But God has showed me that, hey, because it's greener, it's because they water it.
Yeah.
Right. And so it kind of reverted back to me. But yes, I can't pinpoint like an exactly the person or the situation. But that thought did run through my mind. And especially when I felt ignored in certain areas, or when you were busy. And so, yes, maybe if I felt left out, I was like, well, if he would
Only be like this guy.
more intentional in this area, then it would be so much better. But it's never that simple.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Shoot it at me.
All right. So, what would be the one thing you would tell your younger self, like in our marriage life? So you're 39, but go back to when you're like 19. What would be like the one thing that you would tell yourself?
Okay, that's love that question.
Yeah,
I would tell to risk more, to be transparent more,
risk more.
risk more.
I felt like you risked a lot.
Well, be transparent more.
Yeah.
Open up more. When transparent and open up, it's the same thing, but in some ways. But we can open up in some areas. But open up more. Open up the way you think, how you think, what you think. Open up, communicate more, and go all in. Like just let's do it together. Let's if we need to travel, let's go travel.
Yeah.
Forget it. You know, if we want to plan about certain things, let's plan. Let's go. Even though we were like that, that. I mean, I came home.
But
once,
you would just say to do it more.
To do it more.
Because there was just a part of our life that we did that, and then we kind of walked away from it and went back.
Yeah, and we went to like this mundane life and about focusing on that. And that's good. But just trust God more in every situation and just grab your hand and just run. Just go. Just go. I think because we focused on some of the, problems too much and maybe trying to root in some areas and I feel like our relationship was really adventurous because we were so open, but I would be more adventurous.
All right.
Yeah. All right, question for you. How many times you wanted to murder me in the 20 years that we've been together?
Murder? Not once. It's very messy and it's just a lot of planning.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
So what were you wanted to do then?
I wanted to run away. There are times where I was just like, I would just, if I would just go and but that wasn't really solely you. I think it was just like overwhelming, but I never had the desire to murder,
Yeah,
maybe run away from
did.
you. Yes, but murder, no.
I'm gonna chop him up in 10,000 pieces and mail it.
No, I'm not violent in
Okay,
that way.
good. Should've done it.
Okay. Have I changed in some of the areas that you might have been praying for? Like, is there a change in me that you're like, yes, finally, God, thank you?
Yes, absolutely. You started to understand my pain. I think we were my first decade and maybe decade and a half, we were more focusing on our own pain and we don't understand each other. And then after that, IHOP time, and continuing the second decade of our life, you started to understand some of my pain and you started to get alongside me and saying, you know what, I'm with you through that. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then I know you have 3, but I have one more question for you. Have you ever thought that this marriage will end?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, no, same here. Even though when we were fighting and we're like, okay, divorce me, blah, blah, blah. No.
Yeah. No, I can honestly say no.
But why?
We made a pact since the beginning that divorce was not a vocabulary. And
I thought of that. We're like together. We're like, okay, we're not going to talk about divorce, even if it's
not an option.
Hell or high water. It's not an option for us.
It's not an option.
Yeah.
So, what makes you feel the happiest in our relationship?
Happiest? Gosh, lots of sex. I'm just okay.
Cut that one out.
No.
Yes.
To be honest, spending time with you and just spending time with you, but at the same time, lately because our kids are teenagers, spending time as a family. Because I know me and you are wired to like, okay, we need to get away, and we will get away.
Yeah.
But spending time together as a family and really raising our kids together, like together,
just doing life together,
like completely together. When first decade we were doing our own things, but doing life together.
All right. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to our relationship series. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's
and I love you to death.
I love you. You're gonna punch me.
I was gonna do this. There we go.